Dazzyman again. The first one was supposed to do with audio. My name's Dazzyman. I'm been gaming since I was 48 years old. I'm early 50s. Done gaming, done game reviews and that years ago. I'm into pretty much everything apart from point and clicks. I'm bedbound with gaming, and I'm started game bedbound when I'm well enough. I have a serious heart condition and FND and God knows what. Long story, but I like the games when I'm well enough. I haven't gamed properly for a long time, talking years, so I'm starting to get back into gaming when I'm well up to it. And I'm just testing my microphone out on this one. You've seen a lot of the videos that I've done on YouTube, just playing and messing around. I don't know whether you want them. People want them. If you want to see them with no audio, fair enough. I won't put any audio on. My voice, I mean. But if you want to start hearing me talk whilst I'm gaming, I can do. I'm trying the fan on and off to see what difference it makes. So I apologise for this video. It's a testing. I don't know much about YouTube or setting things up. I haven't got a PC or anything, so I don't know how to set things up for continuity and stuff and in folders and that. And I'm, classed legally blind now anyway, so I can see, but not very well. So I'm testing the. I've got an Arctis Nova Pro headset, so I'm testing the wind function on it. Yeah, see what it's like. I might get to get out a noise cancelling bud in a bit if I can find one next to my bed. Not usually easy to find, but we'll have a look in a minute. So we'll try that next as well. But I have a fan on my face because I've got a really bad heart. I've had bypasses and all sorts failed, and I'm going through stuff with the doctors at the moment, being bounced about a lot. But I'm constantly hot on my head area, on top to my body, and then the rest of it's freezing cold. So I'm always switching the fan on off, so I'm trying to see whether it's doable with the fan on. Otherwise I'll start to cook. I have ice cubes 24/7 in drinks. But yeah, so I'm putting the fan back on again now. I've just done that round before, so we'll try again quickly. I'll try and keep the fan off as long as possible. So yeah, I'll try and keep the fan off as long as possible. So I've got an infection, or chest infection as well. I'll try and keep the fan off as long as possible, just so we get at least a decent audio and stream, well, video recording. I don't know, I can't live stream on the YouTube at the moment. I don't know, something's wrong with my account. I've tried so many times to contact them. It will not let me do live. It just asks me for details and it just doesn't, the emails don't come through. So, and I've authenticated it, but it won't do it. So I could do Twitch, but I did it once just to test it, but no, it's not working. So I'm having to do the videos and then do that. Right, okay, on with the next one. I've been playing King of Fighters for donkey's years. I've forgotten all the controls because I've got problems with my memory. And I actually bought Guru Mark of the Wolves. I'm dying for the new one, end of this month. Mark of the Wolves. I actually bought a Neo Geo AES machine 25 years ago when it came out. I had it on the Dreamcast on Japanese import. I'm from, I think you might gather I'm from the UK. If not, I'm from the UK. And Kim Cat 1. I do apologise, really. Kim Cat 1 is my favourite character, and I love the DC version. And then I bought an AES before that, with Metal Slug 3 not long after, which was from Neo Geo Direct in America. Yeah, that was a bag at the time. Wish I kept that. But I saw Guru pretty quickly, because I preferred the audio, the Dreamcast audio version, which, yeah, sacrilege, but I preferred the arranged music. A bit of a letdown on that, but I got quite a lot of games to the AES for a while. I love that machine. I love the Neo Geo. Guru Mark of the Wolves is my favourite fighting game of all time. Even though I'm a Street Fighter 2 crazy person, I've been playing Street Fighter 2 since I was 19. Shout out to my best mate, Little Stevie, one of my best friends, who lives in Australia now. But we used to play eating pizza and smoking back in the days when I used to smoke, only for a few years, and playing Street Fighter 2 all night long with our gang in a lovely place in York. But yeah, big shout out to you, Stevie. I miss you, mate. We need to have a Street Fighter and a Piddly match. Piddly match, by the way, was you could only use light kick and light punch, no specials. So, well, Street Fighter 2 didn't have specials then. I don't mean you dragon punch that. I mean, like, you know, a special ultra moves at the end. So we would play Piddly matches. So we would we could do throws. Or could we? Yeah, we could do throws. I mean, it was like a little Piddly, just like. But you learnt it. You learnt that if you did a Piddly with the punch, you know, it would land on somebody's head. You know. And like, you know, cross kicking and things like that. So anyway, that's about me to begin with. I'm gonna keep going with this one, and I'll keep adding bits and bobs as I can. When this video's finished, after this round, if it's worked, I'll up it, and I do apologise about the amateur of how I am, but I do, you know, like I said, I haven't got a clue with streaming and stuff. You know, writing game reviews years ago, yeah, fine, but not streaming and YouTube. So yeah, let's get on with it. Like I said, I don't know the moves for God knows how long, but King Quatmon is my favourite character on the Gru series and King of Fighters. If he's in it, I make sure that's it. I've got most of the DLC for this. I've not played it since it came out. I've quite a backlog of stuff to play, but just like I said, my health's been very, very dire. So, but you know, I've got loads to play. I want to play Death Stranding to chill out with, Final Fantasy VII, Hitman 3, and Path of Exile as well, and get back into Assassin's Creed Shadow, which I love. I think that's the best Assassin's Creed since number 2, since the Ezio ones. If you're not into big stories and big cutscenes, it might not be a cup of tea. For me, I was totally engrossed. Beautiful story, but the usual me is I've got a very brain that just goes off all the time, and I do like 7 different things at once. So I'll play a game for a while, then go on to another one and stuff. I've always been like that, and the new Shiny comes out, and next thing I think that we all agree with that nowadays. The new Shiny is a curse as well as a blessing. We have too much choice now. I think the last few years have been the best in gaming for a long time, maybe ever. There's so many good quality games now, and even what I mean, I was did reviews for years, so I guess I was a regional influencer. I'm not a fan of telling people what to get. I just say it's not my cup of tea if I don't like it, and that's up to you to judge. But even the so-called mech games are a 7 out, 6, 7 out of 10. They're bloody good. They're just not the best of the best, but you will play them and you enjoy them. And that's the point. I don't think people should decide from anybody else. I think you should decide for yourself. If a little girl is into My Little Pony, she will like My Little Pony. She's not going to like, she's not old enough, but she won't be into Mortal Kombat over My Little Pony. She might like it. I'm not getting wrong. She might love it. But you know, if she's into My Little Pony and nothing else, My Little Pony has to survive, whether it's good or bad. You know, I remember playing games when I was little that were pretty bad, like Horace and the Spiders and things like that. But I didn't know what was what then. You know, it was a good game for me. Right, okay. Sorry for the wrong. But yeah, just don't. As I say nowadays, do you, be yourself. Don't let these people influence you. A lot of them are paid. There's a lot of stuff goes on in the industry. Not so much nowadays, but being paid to go to events and stuff. And if you don't review our game certain ways, we won't give you the code or the game, or you have to give it an 8 out of 10 minimum, things like that. I mean, look at Cyberpunk when that came out. Nobody at all in the industry, gaming reviewing industry, really said it was crap, and it was terrible. And you know, I want to change that. I want to review games as they are, well, not review, play them, and give you a judge. That's why quite a lot of the videos are just like a few hours and that. I do a quick take normally if I feel like a game or not. I was playing the Evil West the other day, and I just don't like it. It's not my cup of tea. I found it very generic. Yeah, maybe if I didn't have so many games to play in it, and something I bought and I had to play, fair enough. But I just found it just not my cup of tea. It just wasn't for me. It wasn't what I expected, I think, to be honest. And I think that's part of it, and I think that's why us as gamers and reviewers should not expect something, because it's hugely different. Like, you know, so everything sings to Souls games and they're not, you know, or roguelikes. I hate these words. Anyway, we'll get on. I'm going to end this one now and just see what it's like, and just, this is the talking bit, okay? So again, I apologise. I'll put the phone off the last 10 seconds. You're getting to know me. Alright. Disability Daz or Dazzy Man signing out for now, and then we'll do the fighting in a minute.